Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new Elder Scrolls video with me, Sherman. Today we're going to be talking about the Return to Morrowind trailer. If you guys haven't seen it, we're going to see it real soon. But first, before we get to that, I do want to give a major shout out again to a lot of the people who have been helping me be able to bring you guys these videos, like Killer Mac for his gear, for crafting me my gear and everything like that. All the other YouTubers out there who have, supported a lot. We supported each other in a lot of different ways. Even though we might not act like we do, there's a lot of people out there that are, we do videos and we do this kind of stuff because it's something that we enjoy. So thank you to all of them. Now let's get to the trailer. So it's on the main website right now. It's called the Return to Morrowind gameplay trailer. It looks fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and let it play and let you guys watch it, and then we'll discuss some stuff about it afterwards. So let me go ahead and pop it into full screen here. Go ahead and start it.
The Ashtlanders say there is something in the wind. A storm building in the sky. Chaos rising from below. They whisper of the end of Morrowind. The end of us all. Now is the time for arms. Now is the time to fight. Now is the time to return to Morrowind.
Oh my god. That is just, I'm sorry, but the company knows one thing. A lot of game companies, they know how to put together a good trailer to get you hyped and excited, and that was an oh my god moment. So let's go back through a little bit of this, because I do want to talk a little bit about a few of these things when I meet this. And just talk about that, like that right there. If you guys haven't noticed, that's a new armor set that we could be possibly getting with the update. So that's at least one. And they show 4 different armor sets in this that aren't in the game now, like styles. And I'm wondering if they're not new armor sets that are coming with the new factions, because each of the great houses on the island of Valenfell have their own faction, or have their own armor styles and their own looks. And it's the 3 Dunmer houses there. And I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't gear sets allocated to those. Like maybe some delves, maybe a couple public dungeons, maybe even a dungeon or 2 that could be coming with this, because they haven't, released all the information yet of what's coming, and just some of the content here is really familiar too. If you never played Morrowind, like a lot of this stuff looks very, very, very familiar to those of us who did. And there was a second armor set. This thing right here, coming up, there's a creature coming up that's just right there, that little bugger who's hiding in that background there. Look at that. That is not a druid. That is something new, something different that I don't remember from the original Elder Scrolls Morrowind game. So this could be a race that gets wiped out because of what happens with the ghost fence, or the ghost thing falling, and when all the ash comes down out of the mountain because of the rise of the Dagoth Auror, I think it was his name. And of course they show the shell. There's those creatures again. There's that big molten dude. But see that gear set? That's a new gear set we haven't seen. That's a new gear set we haven't seen. And so is that one, which is pretty cool. And so is the one that the healer person's wearing in the gold. Are all new gear sets. But it looks like something that they could be adding to the game with this update that might bring a lot new stuff. That was amazing. The first city you start in when you play Morrowind. Those the terror birds that come off the mountains. Those things are wickedly evil. That was cool. Sorry, the cliff racer thing, and that was what they were. No, they weren't terror birds; they were cliff racers. But yeah, a lot of this content looks very familiar. The slave pits, the Daedric ruins, the city of Vavik. And then they showed the one city with the giant crab shell. That was kind of cool. And the sunken ships. I don't know how many of you actually played like through Morrowind and really explored Morrowind, but Morrowind had a lot of sunken ships around the land that you could go and explore and everything. And sometimes you'd even find underwater caverns and everything. But they kind of just give you a little teaser of the video. They talk a little bit about the stuff, but there's not a whole lot of information on it. But I do find it pretty amazing that they did release that video with Morrowind still so far away to show off the teaser and to give us a general idea, you know, the different armor sets, new creature types that we're going to be facing, the new environments that we're going to be seeing and stuff like that. It is so cool to be able to go back and replay that content. Gosh. That we've seen so many times before, especially if you did play Morrowind. Now, I've logged over 4,000 hours in the Morrowind itself, so I can tell you that there's no ounce of content in that game that I did not see. And to see that, what we just saw in that trailer, to see some of those environments coming back into play and stuff, was really amazing. And I'm super excited for the return to Morrowind, or to return to Morrowind myself, because of the fact that, like I said, I've logged 4,000 hours in that game. I logged 2,000, 3,000 hours into Skyrim, or Oblivion, and then in Skyrim I logged like 1,800 hours. And I don't know, Skyrim was great, but the fact that they took away so many elements from Morrowind with Oblivion, and then Oblivion took away, or Skyrim took away elements that Oblivion had, and they kind of refined it. I love the crafting system in Skyrim, but I wish that there was more to it, like more to the game that the other games had to offer. So I think that's why I logged so many hours in them. So yeah, but I am personally super excited to go back to that content, play in that content, see those environments, and to relive the stories that, you know, might have happened while, you know, that you hear about during Elder Scrolls 3. So you would, you know, when you played Morrowind, you heard about stuff that happened in the past all the time. And I'm hoping that there's certain other encounters in it, like the Dwemer guy that was the last Dwemer that lived on the island. I hope you actually get to run across him before that. I hope that you get to meet a lot of the characters, some of the characters' ancestors that you met before, like the Wandering Warrior's ancestor, or the there was an now they did say that Imperial City is not going to be there, so maybe they'll have some other things that'll be there in its place. I don't know, but there was an Imperial guy in this one cave system that he told you about this, about some lost stuff, and it's actually in the cave. It's above him. You have to go find it, and it's this glass set of armor and stuff. But yeah, those kind of things that they told in Morrowind, the stories, the Wandering Warrior, the pilgrimage to the shrines, the you know, the Ashlanders in the north, in the desolate wasteland area. There was a really cool story there. Then there was the Telvanni storyline. Then there was the, you know, there was the like you said, there was the 3 faction storylines, and then there was so much more to it. The Dagoth-Ur storyline, which was the main story. Then you had all these side stories that told different things. And then when they added the expansions, the one that took you to Mournhold, and then the one that took you to, I forget the name of the island, but it was like a werewolf island, and it had a lot of Dagoth-Ur, or not Dagoth-Ur, Druga. Is that what they're called, Druga? The skeleton undead guys from the Nords. There was a lot of that involved in it, and it was really just a really cool storyline. But I really liked just the main story of Morrowind, and I can't wait to, like I said, experience that. So yeah, but I have to say I'm kind of excited. They definitely showed new armor sets, which is kind of good. They showed off the new class to a degree. They showed it, you know, sending out the Cliff Racer, and of course one-shotting a troll, which we know is impossible. But nice setup there. And everything else that they showed looked really cool. Like some of those scenes that looked like it could have been part of the trial, some scenes that look like they could have been part of a delve or public dungeons, and all that kind of stuff really gets, it does excite you. It makes you excited for that content and wanting to get into the and play that. But of course, we still have about 4 or 5 months before we get that content, which is fine. But that gives me time to work on all my characters and get them prepared. And everyone else has the time too. We also have Homestead going on right now. If you guys haven't gone in messed around with Homestead, which I'm pretty sure you have, it's a pretty cool system. I do hope that they do add other systems to it, along with, you know, like storage in your house, like not just the banker, but like, you know, where you can put like a storage crate in there that holds maybe 50 items or something. So you can like dump some gear sets and stuff like that, so you have another place to store them besides your bank. I mean, I like having a bank, I like having the bank space, but I would like to have more storage space. And the housing system should have brought that with it. And I wouldn't even mind if they sold, you know, the crates in the cash shop, and if you could craft them in game. But the ones you craft in game weren't quite as good as the ones in the cash shop. It wouldn't matter to me, because I would probably get both. Or I'd probably get one. And even if they only allowed one storage chest in your home, I would be fine with that. It's just, there's so many problems right now with storage management in this game. It's not even funny, especially when you get into the higher levels. And you have a lot of, you know, you're trying to put together the gear and all that kind of stuff. And you're, you know, especially if you're a non-subscriber, you know. And that's another thing I really wish they would do for non-subscribers, is allow us to purchase, like, you know, the craft bag, but in increments of like 100 slots. Like we could buy a 100 slot bag, then another 100 slot bag, you know, another 100 slots, another 100 slots, another 100 slots. And they could do it for $10 or $5 or something, you know, where it's like 500 crowns or something like that, where you purchase it and it's yours, you know, indefinitely kind of thing, and it allows you to carry those crafting materials to a certain degree on your person. And if we get filled up there, you know, then we can go and purchase more, or we can do whatever. But I think that's something that they need to look at. Another thing I really hope that the company does look at is one-handed fighting skills. See, a lot of people have been talking about this on the forums, and that is one-handed combat. One of the things that the game is truly missing is that. And if you keep an eye out on my channel, I'm going to be releasing a video later on this week about the one-handed combat skill line and how they could possibly bring it out, and how they could put it together to make it work. And make it work in such a way that it offers people a new type of play style, along with the you know, you wouldn't be doing as much damage, I'm not going to lie, but they could do something with it to offer you the capabilities to do something with it that would be fun and exciting, and even something as simple as saying that you get this passive that gives you extra weapon damage and extra spell damage by 3% would be just enough to make it, you know, suitable kind of thing. You know, like you can increase your weapon damage, you can increase your spell damage at the same time, because it does bring a lot more gameplay to the game. So but that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm super excited for the trailer. I'm super excited, of course, for Morrowind, and I'm going to continue to play the game probably long after Morrowind comes out, and we get other expansions or chapters down the road and other DLCs. Right now, I'm happy with what I have, though. So, major shout out to the devs. Thank you for the game, and thank you for the trailer. I can't wait to get into it. So that's it for now, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more videos by me, you can hit that subscribe button and see when I post my videos. Also, I try to release videos on a daily basis. But you know, of course, as I always say, miracles can only happen when I least expect it, and right now they're not happening very well. So, but I do plan on trying to keep up on that weekly video thing, Monday through Friday, releasing one video a day, even if it's just talking about something simple like this, or talking about something else. But I'm going to try and keep that up for you guys. So that's it again. So until next time, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all later. Bye.